Roatan.
Hey, Amir, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye. Peace.
By the time we get a new video from Maxwell, he's going to be driving a car, and he can do it while he's behind the wheel of his brand new car.
Yeah, well,
That kid's growing like crazy.
I did get a little video of him while I was there.
Yeah.
But we need to go through them. Actually, I got a few videos of him, so
that's
we need
good.
To go through them and find.
We got to pick and choose. We got to do some work on that video.
Yeah.
We've been threatening that since 2021. I'm pretty sure, and it's 2023. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday Night Live. I feel like this is the first official. Like when we did a quick live show from the Radiance. It was like an afternoon thing, though. This is like the first official Monday night live stream that we have going. And of course, we're up against a big football playoff game tonight, but we don't need that. Who cares about football? Who even likes football anymore? Football doesn't mean anything. It's blah. It's boring. I know our team lost in football Saturday night. We're devastated, but we're getting through it. I appreciate all the messages all you guys sent to me. A few of them were a little snarky. A few of them were downright mean and nasty, but most of them were heartfelt and thoughtful and caring. And for that, I thank you. We thank you. Matthew thanks you very much. So, but we're here. We're back. It's 2023. It's Monday Night Live. Sharon, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
People want to know, how is your arm doing? Am I putting you on the spot right out of the gate?
My arm is. I still have my arm.
Okay, you have your arm. That's been established. What else do you have for us on the arm?
Well, it's getting better. It's getting better, but it's still not completely better.
Okay, so I mean, because last week you were in a lot of pain. This week you are much improved. You're self-medicating. But I'm worried about your arm.
Well,
I'm worried about it.
It was getting better, and then I was kind of stupid because forgot that I heard it because it was feeling better, and then I did something and I used it and I heard it again. So
use your arm.
Now, but I do notice a considerable change from yesterday to today, so I think it's on the way to getting better again.
Yeah.
So I just want it to be better before we leave on the 27th.
That's right. Daniel Field says, as the Beatles said, it's getting better all the time.
That's right.
Better.
There's just certain ways I can't move it or I'll want to scream, but other than
Mary Ellen Dillon understands this. If anyone can understand, Mary Ellen Dillon can understand.
Yeah.
The two of you guys with the arm issues, unbelievable.
Yeah. I was taking ibuprofen and Tylenol, kind of alternating, and I haven't been taking anything the last couple days at all. I just get busy and forget. So.
Well, listen, if you need to do any other self-medicating, I've got something right here that might work for you. It helps me all the time.
I'm purposely not doing that because if I do that, then I'm gonna, you know how you get when you get a little tipsy and then you start moving around, and I'll do the wrong move and I'll hurt myself again.
You'll forget. Tess says we can't have a crippled Sharon on the vlogger cruise. Big G and Shungle said a few strawberry daiquiris will sort it out. You're right about that.
I will be fine by then. The only thing I am very disappointed in is that I am not going to be able to zip line. I was really looking forward to zip lining in Roatan because I haven't done it since pre-pandemic. And even if my arm feels like it's completely better,
no,
I don't think that's a good idea that I take the chance.
You are not allowed. You're not allowed to zip line. No, you are not.
We are going to still go though, and we're going to go to the zip line portion of the excursion as well, and the kids are going to still zip line. So we're going to just go. We're going to take pictures and video of everyone so we can share with everyone, and maybe we can get a picture of the people that don't have anyone to take pictures of them, and give them their pictures and videos.
Yes, Tess says maybe zip line in Alaska. Kevin Brubaker said alcohol. Kevin says alcohol equals sexy time. Yeah, not with that shoulder. Honey, let me give you a hug. Don't touch my shoulder. That's okay. Don't get up. No, you're touching my shoulder. Yeah, we don't know what the prognosis is going to be, but hopefully you're feeling better enough, at least to be able to have a drink in one hand and shake somebody's hand in the other while you're on the big vlogger.
That side is great. And
that side's great.
Thank God this is my right hand.
Thank God. Yes, that's the one that you type with. That's the one that you answer the phone with.
Yeah.
That's the one you get all the work done.
That's the one doing everything.
Well, yeah. So we all hope that you're feeling better, and I'm sorry to see that you're in great pain. But I will try to pick up the slack wherever I can for you.
It's not. It's okay. It doesn't it hurt all the time before, even when I didn't move it. Now it only hurts when I move it a certain way that I shouldn't be moving it.
There you go.
But it can move certain ways now and it doesn't hurt.
All right, I listen. I see a lot of comments about this vlogger cruise in the chat, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna talk. This we got this much we can talk about. Out of this, we're gonna talk about this much. But we'll see. Yeah, Daniel, I'm in charge of handing things out during the cruise. That's just what you want. I'll be recruiting helpers, and like if I was Santa Claus, they would be the elves, is what we call them to help out. So we'll see how that goes. But
we'll talk about it a little bit.
we will
in a little bit.
We got an agenda. We have an agenda tonight. We want to start off with just touching base. The last time you saw us, we were parked in Ensenada, I believe. Was it Ensenada? On the last day of the cruise, it was a Monday, and while we were in Ensenada, we did a little live stream.
Oh yeah, we went live. Yeah.
And so that was a good time on the Carnival Radiance. What a great New Year's Eve cruise that was. How much fun was that?
That it was great. I mean, I was going to say off the chisel. It was.
You should say off the chisel. There's nothing wrong with saying off the chisel.
I mean, it was so much fun that it was a small group, and I don't know. I think maybe that's why it was just a small group. It was intimate, and we just became so close and hung out pretty much all the time together. And it was
a few people.
It was like really like it was relaxing too. It wasn't like.
It was totally stress-free.
Yeah.
It was a small group. A few people met each other. A few people were brand new, hadn't met anyone, and everyone came together. I mean, like this. It was instantaneous. Everyone got along great. Everyone had a blast, and we did a lot of fun stuff. And it was just a good time, and we're so glad for that. We've said it 100 times. We'll say it 100 more. That the most rewarding thing about the group cruise is just seeing other people create friendships and bonds and stuff like that. And it was just a big win.
Yeah.
And very special on that particular cruise. We saw someone special that we hadn't seen in a while.
So we had made arrangements to eat dinner with Maisie, and so we had your time dining. Because we knew Macy had your time dining. She was in the your time dining room. And usually groups, if you're going to all eat together, they want you to have a scheduled dining time. Otherwise, they don't put you together. Well, I got with the maitre d' ahead of time and arranged for us to eat with Macy. So we got to all eat in the your time dining room at a scheduled time every night with Macy.
You pulled some. You were like a marionette, or was it a marionette? You were like a puppeteer. You pulled the strings.
But so it was. So I think that just made it so special having Maisie there too.
It was fantastic, and here's a little. Listen, I didn't have time to put much together, working today and everything like that, but. It was fun. It's always great when we go to Long Beach because we get to drive there. So the four of us got to drive in the truck out to Long Beach. So that was great. Myself, Sharon, Matthew, and Callie, of course, the Sharonatsea travel cruise crew right there for you. So that was fantastic. We stayed at the Hotel Maya. We've been there before. And what's funny is every time we go there, it rains. I don't know what the deal is, but it's always raining. But we got a little bit of sunshine for a minute. But we love being there. The view from our room. We could just see, if you can see in the distance there, you can see the Carnival Radiance at the dock. So that was fabulous.
I think
so
everywhere we go these days it rains. I think we bring the rain.
We bring the rain. We've been doing a lot of rain.
We bring bad luck and rain.
It's unbelievable. Of course, there's Maisie. We saw her, and there's a couple of the kids from the group. We've got a Matthew. We've got a second Matthew and Callie there sitting at one of the tables. And there is Macy looking beautiful. It was great to see her.
That was the kids' table that night.
That's right. That's right. And just to show you how well everyone got along, this is a scene from the last night of the cruise. Daniel and Nancy Fields had us come over to their big old suite cabin. They apparently there may or may not have been a little bit of booze that needed to be taken care of, so they didn't have to drive it all the way home to wherever they are, an hour away from the port or so. So everyone in the group volunteered to go help them out with that. So that was an amazing time. Just laughing. I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out of there. And of course, everyone looked great on our formal night on the cruise. It was fabulous. There's Macy right in the front again with us. So it was just awesome. Just another great time with great people. And of course, it was only a month earlier that we were on the celebration. I know you guys saw some videos and some stuff from that as well. Yeah. So it was November, December, into the new year. Just fabulous. We could not ask for more.
Yeah, it's been busy, and it's been great.
It was fantabulous. Fantabulous. Let's see. No, that wasn't it. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna probably have to do that, and this guy probably has to go away. There you go. Sorry about that, buddy. You wish it was there, don't you? You wish it was. So that was fantastic. Let's see. What else do we have? You want to jump in the chat? Oh, there's John and Diamond. We saw them. We had a great time. I was surprised we all fit, said Daniel Fields. Oh, Daniel, I knew we would. Listen, we put 30 people into a room at a hotel in Galveston once, and so I knew that we could get 18 of us into that room. It was fantastic. Oh, Nancy, your hair looks fine. Don't worry about that. Brian from Howie Cruise, what's going on? Nice to see you. Michelle Knotts is here. I'm going on the Freedom, then the Pride Europe cruises. Which one are you going on? So I thought I saw that in your group.
I'm going the Freedom. Oh, and the Pride. Yeah, we are going on the Pride.
We're going to be on the Pride.
On July 9th.
There you go. There you go. Leanne says that slipped by me. Come on, Leanne, you got to keep an eye out. I know we haven't had any hammer action here in a while, but that's okay. A big shout out to Leanne Francisconi. She's out there holding down the chat, doing her best job. Nancy is out and about. She's got a girls' night or something. We'll see if she pops in later. She might have been early. She sneaks in, she sneaks out. She's kind of like a ninja when it comes to getting in and out of the chat. I'll tell you what.
Oh, Kevin said, yeah, we have a troll. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the troll. Don't worry about it. We'll catch up in a minute.
Kevin says, we're doing separate group get-togethers. I'm assuming he means for the blogger cruise.
Yes.
No, well,
everything is as a group.
Even though there's 4 hosts, we're doing everything together as one. It's just the 4 groups are for booking purposes, but everything, we're all one big happy group. So
that's right.
Everything, there'll be certain events that are, I guess, designed more for certain things, and maybe everyone won't want to go to.
Are you spilling the beans right here?
But you know, we're all together.
Yes, there will not be a Sharon at Sea travel event and a Cruise with Josh event separate, or a La Lido Loca or an ECC travels event separately. So no, everything will be together as one. I know. Listen, we've seen a lot of comments. We didn't want to get too much into the vlogger stuff now, but we've seen a lot of comments out there, and some people are interpreting things and stuff like that. But that is not happening. It is all one big happy team, one big happy family. So we won't be separating anybody out or anything like that. So have no fear. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. All right, Sharon, what else you got on your list? So the Radiance was a fantastic. Was there any cruise news you want to touch base on? I think the hottest topic in cruising right now is what?
Is the muster drill.
The muster drill. Unbelievable.
Back to Norwegian. And I believe it's already come back to Disney.
I read where Disney Cruise Line's been doing it, and now Norwegian.
I know Norwegian was, I think, I thought they were starting with the Escape and then moving fleet-wide, but I think they just went fleet-wide. I mean, pretty much this last weekend.
In the last couple of days, they rolled it out fleet-wide.
So it looks like our group cruise, they'll be doing that on too in a couple weeks. So I don't know. There's mixed feelings. I know a lot of people are upset over it, but one of the reasons they did it is because they can't get people to show up for those. You know, just basically it's a quick check-in. It takes maybe 60 seconds of your time or so to go check in.
Yes.
And people can't seem to do that. So they kind of had no choice to do that, you know, and there's probably, other maybe staff issues and other things behind it, but that's the main reason. And I think, what were we reading too, that the Coast Guard, could play a part in some of it. So, if it continues, now that Norwegian did this, if it continues and people aren't checking in, who knows? The other cruise lines might go to it too. So you never know.
I know. Well, I mean, there's obviously safety is a key issue, right? And there's a lot of new cruisers that are getting back into cruising that never cruised. So many people were set up for their first cruise ever in that 1.5 to 2 years when things were pretty much shut down, that now they're just getting caught up now. So between safety, between people just not going, which is annoying, and between also, in order to do that whole, all day thing, they had to have people working in stations for hours. From the minute you got on the ship until 4 or 5 o'clock or whatever, they had people manning the muster station. Whereas now with the new method, they can have people doing what they need to do, whether it's relaxing, taking the time off, working on the Lido, whatever. Then they can stop, go to their location for 45 minutes to an hour, then get back to what they want to do. And maybe the staffing is playing a part, it's wearing people down as well.
Yeah, it could.
So there's a couple of issues out there why, but for the most part, it's because if you're one of the people out there that blew off going to the muster drill you should feel bad about it. You should feel bad. You should leave the chat right now and go write a one-page essay why I should go to the muster drill in the future.
But I don't know. I don't know. It might not be that bad. I never liked going to them, but in a weird way, I feel like with them coming back, it's making something that was how cruising was back in the day when we started cruising. It's bringing something like that back, I guess. So I don't know. I don't really care either way.
Yes,
but
I agree.
Because they're taking away all the stuff that we used to do when we first started cruising. You know, all the fun things and events and extras that they used to have. They've all been taken away over the years. So I feel like I don't know.
They're giving something back now.
They are.
They're giving us back the muster drill, everybody. Isn't that great?
And it might not be a bad idea for all the new cruisers out there to actually go to a muster drill and see what it's about, because if you're watching it on your, like NCL will have you watch one ahead of time when you do your check-in. The other ones, sometimes you watch them on the TV. I mean, that you're not really watching those things. You flip it on, you're doing whatever, and you don't pay any attention to it.
Yes.
And for the new cruisers, it might not be a bad idea for them to actually go to one and have to see it and pay attention, and
And I think there was also reports of people would go to the muster drill. Let's say there's a family of 4. One person would go to the muster drill, check in. That would allow them to check off the rest of the people, say that they were there, and then let them get back to cruising again. And that was a pain. And I think the staff was getting pressured to do that. Not to mention the poor person that has to show you how to use that dumb life jacket 45 to 50 times instead of one time in front of everybody. So, we're gonna go with the flow. Hopefully you do too. Don't let it drag you down. We'll get back to the tradition of cruising in the muster drill.
It's not a bad idea for the staff, since all the staff has come back. They haven't really had to have a regular muster drill. So if there was a true emergency, it makes you wonder like how in tune the staff would be with each other and getting everyone in the lifeboats and all that. So maybe it's not a bad thing to go through it again, even for the staff,
I agree.
For everyone.
I totally agree.
So,
Tommy
I'm gonna think positive.
Tommy from Always Be Booked Cruise Podcast coming in hot with a super chat. Looking forward to meeting you guys next weekend. We are looking forward as well, Tommy. It'd be great to finally meet you. And thank you so much for the super chat. Very nice of you. And we'll throw down in Funky Town. We'll have a good time. That is for sure. I am sure that maybe you, me, Johnny Boy, a couple folks can get together for a late night Oceans gathering or something like that. That is for sure. That's right. It's Cruising Karen. There's always a few to spoil it for everyone. Eric Granger, what's up? I don't understand why they came to the muster briefing in the terminal while you wait to be called aboard. I don't know. There's probably some rule that you have to actually go to where your muster station is. You have to be aware of where you need to report to so that you've been there and they can say, yes, this person knew where to go in the event of the emergency. So that's probably what the deal is. Destination Fun said they should just not turn on your card and you not be able to use it until you do the muster. That's good in theory, but then you have someone monitoring thousands of people, switching on, switching off. It would just get a little bit crazy. So I see why they're just doing it for everyone. Beth Ellinger, what's going on? Nice to see you. How are you tonight? We can't wait to see you guys at the BJ's Brewhouse coming soon.
Oh.
Right? So we can get a little get together for us with the Ellingers. Our local peeps. Some of our local peeps. There's many others too to hang out with. Carla McClendon, it's great to see you. Stephanie Davey, considering going on Allure of the Seas, but not sure if I'd enjoy that big of a ship myself. Has anyone been on Rhapsody of the Seas? We have not, but we were on Navigator of the Seas, and that ship was fine. But don't be afraid to go on a big ship by yourself. I mean, you can get lost in the mix. You can do your own thing. You can mix and mingle with other people on a big ship, on a little ship, or anywhere around. And if you're cruising solo, just take a minute to join a Facebook group for that cruise coming up and make a few friends. There's always going to be other solo people there that you can meet, mingle with. And the cruise lines usually have a meet and mingle as well.
Yeah, and I think if you're cruising, so if you're going solo, looking for a vacation, cruising's one of the best ways to go. I mean, because you're not alone. There's always going to be solo people there to hang out with.
There always are. Who's a Crazy Cat Traveler saying, hopefully they fix the audio and stuff. Hope RCL improves the muster drill if they go back. They had a video in the back of the room with no audio. I couldn't see the one time that they had made me do it.
Yeah, I remember that. They did have those weird the little TVs around. Yeah, they did.
Ken Brubaker prepping for the vlogger cruise. He's going to be tattooing his room number on his foot. That's a good move. I appreciate that. But don't be wearing sneakers that day. Make sure you got your flip-flops on or we'll all be in trouble. What's up, Naughty Cruiser Travel Blogs? Nice to see you. Let's see. Honestly, I think some people just didn't know to go or where to go. It is never really explained. They just say go, so ignorant people ignore it. So I partially blame the cruise line. Maybe Tess, but once you get like that 12th or 13th announcement where they talk about it, I mean, that's one of the deals. And it's just like, you gotta, I mean, listen, no one tells them to go to the buffet to eat, but they all find a way to get to the buffet. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I mean, they all find a way to get.
Everyone knows that when
they find the pool,
when you get on
they
the
find
ship,
the bathroom, they find the bar,
the food.
They can find I'm not letting them off the hook like that, Tess. I'm not letting them off the hook. Big G and Snuggles, cheer to you, man. This dirty, very, very. Oh, look how dirty that martini is. Oh gosh, that is horrifying. It's going down so good. Terry Gallant, I'm cruising in March, never done e-muster. If it changes back to in person, I won't even know the difference. See, that'll be perfect. Right. That's a perfect attitude. That's perfect. Kevin's supplying entertainment on this cruise. Thank you. I was worried there wouldn't be enough, but now that you're going, Kev, I know we'll be good to go.
And some of the bigger ships, it's not bad on, because the newer, bigger ships, they do it in like the theaters and things like that.
Yeah.
Just some of the smaller, older ships where you have to go stand outside and all that.
Oh, that can be brutal on a hot. If it's July and you're outside, that is brutal.
It is in summer.
And then usually they tell you to put your drink down. So then here's me hiding a drink in my hand.
They don't let you take the drink out.
Yeah, they don't let you unless you're kind of like stealth like I am, and you sneak right out there with one. But you shouldn't have one. Ann Hanley, what's up? The only time we did the old way muster was 2019. I couldn't hear or see the person doing the demo. It does get a little bit crazy. You're right. It can be a pain in the butt. And it's a pain that way, too, if people don't show. But what they do is when they do it the old way, they come by and they check the cabin to make sure that people aren't there. And they can communicate that way. So then they can say, hey, Johnny, go check cabin 10282 and see if Sharon at Sea's come out of there yet. Or whatever the case is.
Oh, yeah, because they know who's checked in and who hasn't.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a different deal. Daniel Fields didn't mind the muster. One day they can set your room charge to not work until you muster. That would do it. Yeah, that would do it. But like I said, I think it's a lot of extra work for them to do that kind of stuff. On the celebration, the guy asked if we know how to put on the life jacket, and that was it. Well, see that, Kathy, those days are over. They might be over. I don't know. I mean, and we'll see if all the cruise lines do it, right? I mean, so far only Disney and Norwegian's reporting to do it. So Carnival, Royal, we'll see if they jump on board or if they decide to stay without it.
Or, maybe it'll scare people enough that people will start doing it on those cruise lines.
I will say this.
Come to that.
Let me know if you guys agree with this in the comments. But, pre-pandemic, I was saying this to Sharon, pre-pandemic, every time we left on a cruise, we left on time, right? Sail away, deck party, 4:30, sail away, 5 o'clock, that kind of stuff. And we always left on time. And I swear that since we've come back to cruising, I can barely remember a cruise that left on time. And I wonder if it has to do with the muster drill and maybe a percentage of guests having to complete it before you can untie and start sailing. I don't know the behind the scenes rules, but I swear that we haven't had an on time sailing in forever.
There does have to be a percentage, and then the few that haven't completed it, then they catch them at some point. But
yes,
I think there does have to be.
Yes, yeah, they'll catch up to them and they'll make them do another time. But and you might still have to wait for people while you're sitting in a big room, but at least you're sitting down, hopefully in some air conditioning instead of standing out in the heat. So we shall see. We shall see. Brian Ebert, what's going on? Going on a cruise out of Port Canaveral. Do you have a favorite hotel you'd recommend for the night before?
Port Canaveral. Actually,
a couple of them.
We used to stay at the Country Inn and Suites there, but now last time we stayed at the Hampton Inn right there by the port. I think it's connected with I think it's a Home to Suite.
Home to Suites, I think, yes. Very new.
That Hampton Inn was awesome. It's fairly new, and it was great. There was a nice outdoor area, a nice pool, and breakfast, and it's really close to the port.
Yes, very cool. So there's a couple places. Bear Bowl Cruising, what's up? Hey, better luck next year. Lightning Bolts, go Niners. Thank you for the super chat and for the backhanded dig on my Bolts, Bear Bowl Cruising. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, bud. We appreciate that. It was a tough year and a tough loss the other night, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I just want to move forward. But let me also say a big congratulations to the Katy Dogs, right? To Rob Fenwick from Life with Faber. The Katy Dogs is his fantasy football team, and he was the champion this year. He battled Doodles McShipshow, and Katy Dogs came out the victor. So congratulations. The second year out of 4 that Katy Dogs is the champion of the Sharonatsea Fantasy Football League. So just a quick shout out to that fella. Let him know. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight or not, but it was a great season.
2 years.
That's 2 years. Yes, he's gonna have a second one now. He's gonna have a second trophy. We got to put that together and get it out there to him. Julie from How We Cruise said, I think it's a cost-saving measure because, yes, they shut everything down. Yeah, maybe they do, and I think it's just a matter of the staffing. I think is a big deal too. So we'll see. We shall see. Naughty Cruiser said, "Yeah, we're always leaving late since the restart." Yes, you're right. You're right, Jamie. Never leave on time. I do think it's because people don't go to muster. Thank you, Kathy L. Sharon, look, people think I'm right.
Yeah,
They think I'm right.
I think
This
you're
time.
right too.
For once, people are agreeing with me. It's unbelievable. Sharon, what's your favorite hotel in Fort Lauderdale to stay in? Said Stephanie Davy.
Okay, well, it used to be Embassy Suites. It was always Embassy Suites there.
But
We
recently,
recently stayed there, and it's not my favorite anymore. And we haven't stayed at another one in several, like, it's been way, way back. So I really can't give you one right now, but I would just look at reviews online.
do you want to talk about why Embassy Suites isn't your favorite anymore, or do you just want to leave it be?
Well, we found bed bugs. So
Okay. We found, so do you guys want to hear the story? I don't know if we've even talked about this. But we're always honest and we give you the real deal. So can I tell the story or you want to tell it? Am I cool?
go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So it's right after right after the celebration cruise. We leave Miami, we go up to Fort Lauderdale because we're flying out of Fort Lauderdale the next morning. So we go to stay at the Embassy Suites. Our favorite. We've been there a couple times. It's always been fantastic. So we go there.
We've heard that it's kind of dated, like lately.
It's way
like that.
dated.
But we're like, oh, that hey, it's always been clean and nice before. So
Yes.
hey, it's okay if it's a little dated as long as it's clean.
That's right. That's right. Well, so we get there. So we get into our room. We're like, oh man, it's old school. It looks like it did 20 years ago. But okay, fine, whatever. So then we get in there. We barely started getting our stuff together. And we go over, I don't know, I think the kids are exhausted. We're like, let's just take a little rest or whatever.
Callie had sat down on the bed.
Callie sat down on the bed and looked down, and she saw a little dot on the pillow. And she's like, oh, what is that? Is that a bug? Is that a bug? And I'm like, I don't know. What are you talking about? I'm sure it's not. So I go over to this little dot, and I look at it, and then I go and I touch it, and then it moves. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a bug. But there's like one right there, and I'm like, okay. Maybe just one random bug. Is it a bed bug? Is it not? Whatever the case is, I'm not sure. So then we're like, and Sharon and Callie are starting to freak out a little bit. And Matthew's like, what? Let me see. And so I lift up the pillows, and then I see two more little black dots, and I touch, and they both started moving again. I'm like, okay, that's it. We've got a couple.
There was a few more though, but we got out of there, and they gave us another room. That was, I forget what floor we were on. It was the fourth floor, I think.
Listen, in all fairness, I pulled the sheet off of the bed and the mattress, and I didn't see anything else. So I don't know if it's just some weird random thing or something like that. And I realized that usually bed bugs are brought in by people. They don't just create themselves in a clean hotel room without them. They have to get there, and somebody puts them in there. But it was still a little bit of a weirder deal.
Yeah.
So we called down to the desk. They got us a new room on a new floor. We got in there, immediately stripped the beds, gave it a full inspection,
and it looked
and
okay.
everything was cool.
I mean, like I said, it was dated, but we were kind of like still like on edge. I was a little bit that night, just like thinking, oh my God, I hope there's no bugs.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's our big story. So I mean, would we go back?
Probably not. No.
Probably,
Not probably. No. I would not go back.
Yeah. Carla says that. Unfortunately, bed bugs can be in any hotel. You're absolutely right, Carla. Oh, and by the way, Carla, she recommends the Hampton Inn in Cocoa Beach, but she said she might be a little biased on that. So you could do that.
Oh yeah, too. If you want to go down, that's a great option. Going down to Cocoa Beach and staying, and then going to the port the next morning too. If you want to hang out around the beach area.
Yeah. There's
also restaurants and some shops and.
Beth Ellen just said, no, we're staying at Embassy Suites in Orlando next month. Don't let that throw you. That's Orlando. We were in Fort Lauderdale. Totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alfred, AJ Inglesby, give us a minute. We're going to talk to a little bit about some of the vlogger stuff. Although I will tell you right now that all the details, all the dirt, everything you want to know about it, next Monday night we'll be talking about anything and everything and answering any and every question that y'all have about it, as all the final stuff is put out this week. I think sometime this week there ought to be. Yeah. You can say what's going on.
Later this week or the weekend, but by the end of the weekend there'll be emails going out, and I'll be sending. We're all sending out like similar emails with addressing all the same things, all the hosts, and so I'll be sending those out. Like I said, later in the week or the weekend at the latest, and it'll have everything, it'll have the itinerary of all the plans that we have for the different activities and events. And just a lot of other random things you need to know, things about the excursions, that the group excursions, meeting places, times, just like all kinds of information. So like that.
Kimber Pickard said, "Did they charge extra for the room being over capacity with the bugs?" No, we were just charged for 4. The bugs didn't count, but thanks for asking, Kevin. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Sharon, do you want to get a little bit into some of this vlogger stuff? People are craving it. They're dying for it. They just want to know.
Well, there's not a lot really to tell right now. I know, okay, most people know already, we have an event on Embarkation Day at Spice H2O, right before, I think, sail aways at 4. So from 2 to 4, we have that area reserved for the group. So that's where we're gonna, be hanging out with everyone. It's kind of like I guess you might call it like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Well, Tess, who's always one step ahead of everything, goes. She said in the chat, "Do you think that the potential for a muster drill could affect that?" Well, I don't know. I expect the muster drill to be at about 4 o'clock, which is usually a regular time for it. So we'll see how that all plays out.
Well,
and if it does, it does. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, if sail away is at 4, muster drill will probably be at 3:30.
It's 4. Is sail away that early? I don't think sail away is 4 o'clock. That's really early.
Or maybe it's 4:30.
It's probably more like 5.
No, I thought it was 4. But
Well, we'll have to see. We will have to see.
I could be wrong. I've been worrying about other stuff that I forgot what time it was.
Yeah. Daniel Fields, no, BJ's won't be an official AZ meetup. I think that's more like going at Westgate near the casino and all that. BJ's will be more like, hey, if there's a local spot to hang out. So that's all. That is all. Just a hot new spot here locally that I'm excited to hang out with. Let's see.
But anyways, real quick, we'll touch a little bit more on it and then we can move on. So we have that. We do have spots reserved around the ship for other events and get-togethers and things like that. So all of those will come out, like I said, at the end of the week or weekend. We've had to wait because, we had to wait to find out if certain space was confirmed or not. And so we have all that. So we're just putting that together and we'll be sending it all out to everyone very shortly. So, but we do have, just different events, like I said, around the ship. We only have 2 sea days. So those will be full of different things. And then we have the 2 group excursions and what else? And then the nights are pretty much going to be free for everyone to do what they want because there's, I know a lot of people are going to want to see the shows. The entertainment's really good on Norwegian. People are going to want to eat specialty dining and different things. So we kind of left the evenings free for everyone to do what they want. And then we do have in the group already, there's a few people that have made some events to help out. We have a slot pull. I know Tess put together a singles meetup, and there's Cigars Under the Stars.
That's right. John did that. Pam is handling the slot pulls.
Yeah.
She's done slot pulls before. She's had a lot of success and doing a great job with it.
Yeah. So those are some extra things that they put together.
Yes.
And
early on, there was a little gift exchange thing that was put together.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, there were a lot of people who were trying to put together some side events, and that's all perfect and fine with everybody. But we didn't want to have so many things going on that they would clash and it could get confusing and people might think that we were going to be somewhere where we weren't and stuff like that. So we tried to keep that to a minimum. And unfortunately, some of the things we would have hoped to do on the regular, like cabin crawls and bar crawls.
Well, all those things
you just can't do that with hundreds of people. It just won't happen. It'll be disruptive. It'll be dangerous. It'll be hell for the people on the ship, and it just wouldn't play out.
Yeah.
So we just had to get away from that mindset.
I know we kind of realized it would probably be too big for that, but we didn't really think about that. I think when we started, we were just, in the moment, everyone's excited and, we're thinking about all the regular group cruise things. But yeah, it's just not feasible to do those type of things.
That is right. Yeah. So, but trust me, there's going to be plenty of fun to be had. Plenty of fun. Ray Brown said, "What are your thoughts of NCL Encore dropping Kinky Boots? Do you think it'll ripple through the fleet? NCL has the best entertainment." Not happy about it.
Well, I don't know if they're going to drop some of their other shows, but Kinky Boots. To be honest, I didn't care for Kinky Boots, so it doesn't really affect me.
No skin off your teeth.
No, yeah, but hopefully they don't drop some of the other great entertainment because they do have a lot of great entertainment. I mean,
Yes.
Choir Man is our favorite, I think.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
6, which is on the breakaway.
6 will be on the
I'm looking forward
breakaway.
to that. That's
What's
really
that?
good.
What's the thing? Something about the floor. Stomp the floor.
Burn the floor.
Burn the floor. Something
Yeah.
like that'll be
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
So those things will be very cool to see.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much entertainment they're going to get away from, but Daniel Field said that he thought that Kinky Boots was a little bit more of an expensive deal, and because of the stage setup, they had to do some cancellations anyway. So so we'll see what transpires, but I'm not too worried about it. Who knows what the real reason is for having to do it. Maybe they're just cutting back, and maybe that was the show that people went to the least often. I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure.
Let's see. Spliffed me 2 times.
Split me.
How do you feel about Royal's new ships getting larger and larger? Hey, that's kind of the way of cruising these days. I think some of the major cruise lines, they're just it's like competition. They each want to have the best cruise ship. Personally, I don't care for those really large ships. I like ships that have a lot of things on them, but they don't need to be massive, like the Wonder of the Seas and things.
Yeah.
I like more of a mid-sized ship that has a lot of things on it. But
I will tell you that.
But people love them, and it accommodates a lot of people, and that's why they do it, because it can accommodate a lot of people. So they sell a lot of cruises that make some money.
Yes. Well, listen, we're going to be on the Icon of the Seas on March 3rd. We got a little group cruise going on there. March 9th, we got a little group cruise going on.
Not this March.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. The ship won't be happening.
It's not even built.
Don't go to the ship on this March in 2023 because it won't happen. But in 2024. So, and I'm looking forward to just seeing the insanity of it, getting on there with some friends and having a good time. So, we'll see how it is. I feel like when it's just us as a family, like just 4 of us going on the ship, I don't really care what ship it is because we're just chill, hanging out, having a good time. Just give me some good service and some friendly people, and we'll have a great time regardless. But I like when we have a group of people having a bigger ship where everyone's seeing new things and exploring together and stuff. It makes it a little more exciting. Yeah. That's just my opinion. So I don't mind the big ships, but I'm okay with any size ship. That is for sure. That is for sure. Speaking of ships, we had something we want to talk about for New Year's Eve next year that we never mentioned. We will? Okay, we'll get to that later. All right, cool.
Traveling, so we stayed, and there was roaches in the bathroom.
Oh, that can happen. Someone said those. Someone said
plastic luggage. They can't hide. Yeah, well, that's one thing about the hard-sided luggage is, you can clean it and things on the outside. The
sanitize.
Fabric luggage, it's harder to clean.
Yes. It's harder for them to stay. It's easier to.
It's hard to just clean in general. Yeah.
Somebody made a comment. I saw it, but I forget the name, and they said, it might have been fleas. Maybe it could have been fleas. Either way, flea, whatever the case is, I don't need them anywhere.
We don't need those either. We don't need flea bites.
If I want fleas, I'll go sleep in the dog's bed right here. Okay, I don't need to go.
Our dogs don't have fleas.
I know, I'm just kidding. Had them before from a visitor who visited from their suitcase. Only travel. Yeah, Lee Smith. I know, and that's how it is. So it's not the hotel's fault, right? It's the people that go to the hotel that bring them in and out of there. It's just one of those things where you're like, and not. We could go there 100 more times and never see anything, a bug, a critter, anything. And when you're in Florida, I mean, there's stuff everywhere. Yeah. There could be an alligator in your room in Florida, for crying out loud. But it's just one of those things. I feel like we would go back again if we had to. Nixie, right? Hello.
So O'Connor says should highly recommend Fairfield Inn and Suites in Fort Lauderdale. There you go.
John Pike said I second the Fairfield.
Okay,
Boom, there you go.
Well, good. That's where we'll try that one next time.
We'll give it a shot. We're open to new things as well. We're open to new things. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Colin and Kyle Defendus. They said, Life with Favor did a live yesterday. Our cruise with Carnival was fantastic. The celebration was great. The radiance after that was fabulous. Yeah. We had a great time. Diamond Dave is here. What's up, Diamond Dave? How are you guys doing out there? He said, any alcohol-induced dancing planned? Oh, yeah, dude. We can do a lot of that if you want to. The sky's the limit, Diamond Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were dancing with Diamond Dave on the celebration, for crying out, with both of those guys. We had an amazing time with you guys. Let's see. When is the group pool jump-in event? The Crazy Cat Traveler. You have to talk to Nautical Nurse Nancy about that. We can't confirm that.
Those things just kind of happen random. So
yes,
you just got to be there in the moment. Got to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Tess says, I made sure to say that SAST or other vloggers will not be at the singles event. But hey, you could always pop in and surprise everyone.
Thank you, Tess. Well, you never know. We don't the events that other people plan that we didn't plan. We don't the hosts don't plan to be there, but you never know. You might see us pop in.
Yes.
You never know.
So yeah, we'll see. But if you see me pop in by myself, keep it on the down low.
Let's see.
And maybe I'll send Matthew there since he'll be 18. But you behave yourself, Tess.
Oh my God.
Hands off, okay? Let's see what else. Julie from Howie Cruise, what's going on? Nice to see you. Wendy Johnstone is out there. Yeah, you don't want to have too large of a slot pole either. I know. Well, I think that they're trying to do maybe 2 different slot poles.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I mean, we did one with probably about 35 people or so on the breakaway last time, and that was chaotic. I mean, there was a lot. That's a lot of people there rotating in and out, and people were definitely like, "What the hell's going on here?" So it can get a little bit crazy. Let's see. Mary Ellen Dillon said, I think all the Broadway shows might get dropped when the contracts are up. Well, all I know is I'm going to go see 6 on the breakaway, and that's going to be fantastic. Let's see. To Cruise or Not to Cruise said, you should have over 50,000 subscribers. I love the channel. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we only just broke 44, but if you know 6,000 people that aren't subscribed, please tell them to come our way. We'll be happy to have them. Let's see. Dwayne Johnson, question. We have to drive to New Orleans for the vlogger cruise, but worried about parking at the pier based on break-ins. Is there a safer place to park? Staying at the Hilton Garden. Ooh, man, Dwayne, I don't know if we have an answer for that.
Yeah, I know there was a couple places posted in the mass email that went out a few months ago. I would suggest one of those is probably going to be your best bet. Other than that, I don't know. We always fly to New Orleans, so but I have heard, rumors of it not being the safest. Just, don't leave anything in your car. You have car insurance and you should be good. But yeah, you should be fine, I think.
There you go. Kelly Madison, good to see you here. We're glad. Listen, you're off the phone now. You're here. That's what's important. Oh, Sue O'Connor said, any SAST plans for a 2023 New Year's Eve cruise?
Well, Sue,
it's funny you should say that. Maybe this will tell you. Boom! How do you like that? How about that, Sue? That was quite a segue. That's right, guys. We are planning another New Year's Eve cruise. Just a quick promo moment here. If you want to hang out with us and a whole bunch of other fun people, join us on the Carnival Panorama. That's right. We're doing an 8-day. We got tired of these 4-day cruises. We're doing an 8-day cruise from Long Beach, California. We're going to check out Cabo, La Paz, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, we went with this one for a couple reasons. One is we like to stay closer to home on New Year's Eve because we don't want to worry about flying, especially if we're the host.
We're selfish. We're being selfish.
No, but if we're the host of the group cruise, we don't want to have cancellations or something. Plus, it's just harder for us to get away on the holidays. But we have decided after this last New Year's Eve group cruise, we've decided, as long as we can keep doing them, our plan is to have a New Year's Eve cruise every year. So that's going to be our thing going forward. After 2024, I don't know how many other group cruises we'll really plan, but we're going to definitely have one on New Year's Eve every year. That's going to be kind of our thing, we think. So, and it will be in different, it's not going to always be out of California. I mean, we'll move around and things, but this year, once again, we're going to go out of California, mainly because they offer that 8-day on the Panorama. So it was a new ship. The time was good. It's still when some kids are off school still, and it has a new port. We're going to La Paz.
Yeah.
So something else to add to the Mexican Riviera, which
we've never been. It's a brand new port for us, so we're
they don't
super
go there
stoked
that
about it.
often, so it's just something new.
We're excited about
So
it.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I will say that the people that were just on our New Year's Eve group cruise, this last one, we did tell them about it already, and every one of them were already booked.
Every damn one of them is booked
So
already. I kid you not.
So they kind of got just first dibs at booking. One reason because I've just been so busy and I just couldn't open it up to everyone at once. But now anyone can book into it. Just contact me if you want to book it, and
There you go.
we'll go. I will say too, right now through tomorrow, Carnival has $100 deposits
Oh,
for
you're asking
the
for trouble,
Panorama.
aren't you, Sharon?
Well, for the Panorama, usually they're more for the Panorama. So.
Okay.
But anyways.
well, and I'm excited about that because it allows a lot of people who are West Coasters to get out and cruise. Every big group cruise, every cruise event, it seems like is always on the East Coast or maybe out of Galveston. But here's some love for the West Coast, for the California
and
folks.
our other ones have always been out of Florida or Galveston for the most part. So,
Yes.
yeah. So
That's right. That is right. So we need a little bit of love there. We need a little bit of love, and I think that'll be fabulous. We'll have a good time with that. Daniel Fields, thanks for pointing out. We need a few more thumbs up. If you haven't done it yet, please jump in there, throw a thumbs up at us, and we always appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that for us and watching and supporting and all that good stuff. Timothy Grabel said, what do you think about MSC? I'm doing a Europe cruise December on the new ship, the MSC Euribia. Did I say that right? Euribia.
Yeah. I think you'll have a great time. MSC is a little different, but we've never been on MSC. We keep saying we're going to book it. So hopefully in the next year or so, we'll check out MSC.
Yeah.
But I would say go for it. It looks like, it'll be a little different, but fun.
Yeah, CMPJ. Yeah, I know on the website it only says burn the floor. Currently, this week on the breakaway, they are having 6 as well.
Yeah,
so hopefully that'll continue. They may just show burn the floor on there just because that's just how the website's set up. So you may see the other thing.
And you notice they have burn the floor on every night when you look at the thing where it's only 2 nights.
That's right. Big Gene Snuggle said, cruise, ? How do you meet other vloggers besides the big 5? Well, all you got to do is be on the vlogger cruise and you'll meet all kinds of vloggers. You meet the one with 200,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and everybody in between. You can meet them all. You can meet them all.
Oliver says, NCL question, do the shows fill up quickly since you cannot book until you get board? They do. I would suggest when you get on board the ship, that's the first thing you want to do. That needs to be your priority, is to go book your shows.
Yes. Now, they will tell you that you can probably go to one location to do it when you get on the ship. That location will be crazy busy.
It's like the theater, the box office.
Yeah, stuff like that. There may be kiosks that you can go to that may or may not work great.
It depends what ship
we've
you're
had
on.
some luck just going to the... Once you get into your cabin, after a little bit, that's when we've had some luck.
When we were on the Encore, we did it from the kiosks. On the breakaway, I think... instead of going to the box office, I believe we booked it on our TV. We went to our room, and then all of a sudden we realized we could do it from the TV.
Yes.
So,
and there were things that weren't available in other places, but then when we got on the TV, we were able to do it. So that's going to be your best way to go.
You just kind of have to figure it out. Be ready to check out a couple options and if, check out the TV if the line's too long in the box office and vice versa.
Vonnevi's Vacation said 16 subscribers. LOL. Vonnevi, that's okay. Guess who else had 16 subscribers once?
Yeah.
Sharon did.
Yeah.
Sharon did. Everyone did. Everyone had 16 at one point. Keep on rocking. Keep on doing your thing. All right. So we announced the panorama thing. What else do we have going on with the vlogger deal? Anything in particular that you want to go over? All right. So like we said, next week's going to be open to questions. It's going to be no holds barred. Every question will be answered that you have. Wendy Johnstone's, yes, you can book the shows from your TV. Let's see. Laurel Gurley says, as a solo, can I book for more than me? Laurel, I'm not sure how that'll work. You may just have access to book yourself when you're in the room. So you might coordinate with others, and I'm sure you'll meet other people that book the same show, and they can go in there at the same time and sit with anybody and that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
so that might be your best way to go.
When we book, it'll give us the option to book, like if I'm booking it, it'll give me the option to book myself or to add any other guests that are in my cabin. So I could book all of us. I could just book a couple of us. So I think it just gives you the option for the people that you're in your actual cabin.
There you go. Kidder's here. What's going on, buddy? Says Sharon needs to replace Shaq as the carnival ambassador. Well, that'd be great. That'd be great. Then you could team up with John Heald. That'd be fabulous. And just say take twigs and berries for me one time with an English accent. No? Okay. Just say backside of a yak.
Backside of it, yeah.
They're perfect. That's what we like to hear. Who else do we have in here tonight? I don't know if our boy, no, I don't see him in there. Okay, no worries. It's no worries. I saw Larry earlier, but Larry had to go. He had hockey practice, so he made a post that he had to jet out of there. He was going to watch the replay. No worries, Larry. If you're watching the replay now, just know that I know you're not here and it's okay. You are forgiven. You have been forgiven. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, I think on NCL you can do it on the app as well. Crazy Cat Traveler, that might be right. And I know that you, Crazy Cat Traveler, will be dying to go see the shows. So you will have a great time.
Daniel says, feels like you book on the kiosk. Yeah. they do have the kiosks, and I think last time on the breakaway it wasn't working for some reason. I think that's another reason we went to our cabin.
Yes. John and Diamond said the panorama is going to be great for New Year's Eve. It will be great, won't it? It'll just be fantastic
Yeah.
on this ship. Let's see. And Julie Amos said, cool, hope we can hang out more. You and Nancy were a blast. I think she might be sending that to Daniel and Nancy.
Yeah.
Leanne Francisconi said, what's going on? You can book entertainment on the TV in your room or at the box office. Be careful. The box office didn't end up booking hours after waiting in line over an hour to book them. Yes, I know, right, Leanne? That line can be crazy.
Yeah.
We did that the first time. Was it on the Encore? We went to a place to book it, and it was crazy.
Yeah, if you're one of the first ones on the ship, you know, and you go to the box office, it might not be bad. But yeah, if you don't have that early check-in and you get on the ship later, I mean, the line will be
Yes.
really long.
Manny Adventures, what's going on? Hello, Sharon and Jamie. Been watching y'all forever since I found your channel. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you saying that.
Thank you.
We appreciate you saying that.
Someone said,
Hold on, let me catch back up here.
Traveling Gilbert said, when are you coming into New Orleans for the bloggers? We'll be there on the 27th.
We will be. We will be there. So here's a few things. So let's talk about a few more things. We're getting in later in the evening on the 27th, so we'll probably just have some dinner locally and chill out. We don't have any big event planned for the night before the cruise because we just don't know what it's going to be like. We're staying at the Hilton St. Charles, so you might see us over there. We'll probably have some breakfast at a local spot right near there, so you might see us in there. We may bounce around and go find some oysters, at least for me at some point.
And some beignets.
Some beignets for Sharon, oysters for me. The kids will eat whatever, and so we'll see what happens. But we're not locked into too much as far as plans go.
Because I know that you never know when you get there, things can change, or you
Totally.
know, we'll just start talking to people and having fun, and then so we didn't really make any plans to do any tours or any of that kind of thing. We've been in New Orleans a few times before, so we're fine. We just want to hang out with everyone and have fun.
That's right. Julie Amos, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, Jamie, my Matthew,
Julie.
she's got a son, Matthew, as well.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. He loves his I Love Hot Mom shirt. Now he's got an I Love Hot Grandma shirt to show. He
Oh
cracks
my
me
gosh,
up.
that is
Oh, boy,
too
you got to
funny.
keep an eye on that, dude. You keep an eye on that guy. He's going to get somebody in some trouble at one point, I'm telling you right now. Any not already announced? Oh, hold on. We're still talking about Crazy Cat Traveler. We don't have anything that we have not announced.
So
We're an open book.
We don't have anything in 2025, and 2024 we have everything announced already for 2024, except for we will have another New Year's Eve group cruise, and we probably won't announce that until like at the end of next year's New Year's Eve. We'll just announce them each year for the following year.
Yes.
But next year for 2024 we have the Icon of the Seas March 9th and
March 3rd. March
no,
9th?
the 9th.
I told you, March 9th. I knew it all the time. I was testing you. Good job, Sharon.
The Norwegian Prima Iceland cruise, June, I want to say 23rd, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the date.
Joe Sucato said, did anyone start a pub crawl on this trip? I'm assuming you mean for the vloggers. No, dude, we're not going to do a pub crawl. And we decided as a group here, the post, to not do something like that because of the potential for just it being so big and so chaotic
for
and so
one thing,
disruptive.
I
We just didn't want to be, we just couldn't do it. And we didn't want to, and a few people said they wanted to try to arrange one. And unfortunately, we just said, no, we don't want to do that because we don't want it associated with the group. We want to have an amazing time with so many people, but we don't want to do anything that reflects poorly on us, the channels, the people involved, or anything like that. Okay,
Well,
we still want to be
may upset
respectful of
other
others
people.
and what else is going on.
The
on the
staff
ship.
might not be able to accommodate it. And also, people going to the pubs, they wouldn't even be able to all get a drink. There's, the bartenders would not be able to accommodate that.
Very cool. Traveling Gilbert said, we're not on the cruise, but we'll be down that whole weekend. Oh, that'll be cool. And then we'll see you around.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know what others have. There's some other plans. There's some jazz river boats and some haunted things. I'm not even sure what everybody's doing. But I know it'll be us. We'll have the kids with us. So we're not going to get too deep into the whole Bourbon Street getting crazy type of deal.
Yeah.
We're going to be pretty low key the night before because I definitely want to be ready to go on embarkation day, have my wits about me, and make sure that we're doing everything the right way. So
It's going to be busy.
That's right.
Cash Addict Mel Stone.
Mel Stone said, I'll be at 6.
Yep, I'll be there too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I know, Mel. I know you love the shows.
That's the show I want to see.
I know you
again.
love the shows.
That's a great show.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. I remember last time I was like, yeah, I'll go see this show,
I know.
whatever. And it was fabulous.
You didn't want to see it because you thought it wasn't going to be that great.
Yes.
You weren't going to like it. And then you went and you're like, oh my God, that was great.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Crazy Cat Chaplain. Sorry, I'm not on the vlog. Oh, Crazy Cat Chaplain. I'm so sad to hear that. I'm sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. Let's see. Here's another event that's going on, guys, on the Blogger Cruise, and you may or may not know about it. There's a number of people celebrating birthdays. As a matter of fact, Sharon, there's a birthday coming up next week that you haven't even mentioned, have you?
Oh yeah, you're having a birthday.
My birthday is next week. So you're not going to want to miss next Monday's show because it's going to be the birthday party show for me.
Oh.
Yes, so you've got a little bit of time left to get your gifts, to get your presents, get them wrapped, and ship them out. I'll open them a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not opening things a lot. But yeah. So next week will be my birthday. But more importantly than that,
actually, your birthday's next Tuesday. So
yes, more importantly than my birthday, which I'm shocked that I'm saying that, is Embarkation Day, guys. Happens to be Matthew's birthday. Now a few other birthdays too. John from the Ship Show. It's his birthday too, believe it or not. But it's Matthew's birthday on Embarkation Day, so it's going to be a very, very special time. So one thing you can expect from us.
There's a few birthdays on this group.
Oh my God, there's a lot.
Yeah.
One thing you can expect from us is we're going to be partying at the deck party. We're going to party at the sail away party. And then we're going to go do our muster drill. And then there'll be sail away. And then whoop, we have a dinner planned, the 4 of us, to have a special dinner for Matthew's 18th birthday. So that'll be great. And then after that, although he's not interested in coming to hang out at the bar, but he is interested to come hang out at the casino. So I will be going with Matthew to the casino to make his first ever legal gambling bet. So if you want to see that happen, you watched him cruise since he was this big, and now you can watch him place his first legal bet at 18 years of age. So it'll be a big deal for us. We're very excited about that.
He's excited to check out the casino. Now, whether he'll like it or not, I don't know. If he wins a little bit, he'll probably think it's pretty cool. If he just loses, he probably won't set foot in there again because Matthew's really cheap. So
yes, I know, right? Jamie, we were the oysters with you. Kelly Ronaldo, thank you so much. I hope so. Melody and I will also be at 6. AJ, I know that is such a good time. We're wearing the group shirts on the first day. Embarkation Day's got to be the day.
Yeah, Embarkation.
It's got to be the day. Let's see. Daniel Fields, are you catching me at 54 or passing me? I'm getting closer. I will be turning 54 years old. Can you believe that? Jimmy is all grown up. Yes, Wanda, I am. Let's see. Richard, no, you don't. Well, I'm not getting you presents. I get Jimmy's birthday. We get presents. No, presents are not for you. They're for me. I get the presents. Cindy Menard, happy birthday to you. Cindy said mine is today. Danella Hoffman said, we'll be at 6 as well. Happy early birthday. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate it. Kim Brewbigger wants to lung an oyster with Jamie. Listen, that's all fun. I choked on an oyster one time in Vegas, and I can never live that down. But I don't want to do that any more times because what if, Kevin, what if it's just you and me and I need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Are you going to be there for me? That's the question that needs to be answered. Kathy Dunn said, can we get Matthew something for his birthday? Kathy, that is extremely nice. Yeah. Nothing is necessary.
No,
if you want to, you can.
Happy birthday.
Just keep in mind, whatever you get him, he has to put it in the luggage and take home on a plane. I told him, I said, Matthew, maybe people will walk up to you with envelopes of cash so you can go to the casino with it. It'll be like a scene from a mafia movie.
Oh my God.
You know when like people get married and what was it, Goodfellas? I think when Henry Hill got married and everyone just comes up with the envelope stuffed with cash. I'm like, yeah, Matthew, that'll be it. It'll be fantastic. You'll have $1,000 to gamble with.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. No, please, no, don't do that. I will be boarding the Anthem on your birthday. Kathy L, you'll have a great time. Hopefully you have a drink and think of me. Let's see. Lindy Lou said, everyone says happy birthday to my John boy for me. Yeah, Lindy Lou, we will. I'll give him a big hug and a kiss for you. How's that? Party at the party. It will be fantastic. Dice time. Yes, it will be. I've been doing a little crap stuff here at home and working with Matthew.
You're actually showing him how to play. Yep.
He's got to learn. He's got to stay on top of things. Roger Johnstone said, got you both beat 59 last Saturday, but you don't look a day over 53, so you're still doing good, Roger. Jose Lara said, is the Vlogger Cruise still available to book? I'm not sure. I think there's still cabins available.
There's still a few. I haven't looked.
Jose, it's good. It would be just like you to book it with like 3 days left, wouldn't it?
But I think there were a few left.
Julie Amos, I feel like I am getting older than dirt, so there you go. Jimmy 54, still a virgin. Whoa. I've got a child, Big G and Snuggles. I mean, listen, I'm not an expert, but I've done it at least once. At least once I can prove it because I have a child. Let's see, what else do we have here in the chat? What else did we cover everything we wanted to cover? We talked about, so we talked about the Vlogger stuff. We talked about more info coming out.
One thing on the Vlogger Cruise, anyone that's going to Roatan, I'll put more info in the email that we sent out. But we're going to take school supplies to the kids at the church for Real Deal Roatan Tours. His church. So the school starts in February there, so it's like perfect timing to take school supplies like backpacks and like 3-ring, like the spiral notebooks, pencils, crayons, all that stuff. So we're gonna take some of that stuff down, and I know a lot of people are planning to bring things as well.
Yes.
So we're just telling everyone if they want to get a backpack and just put whatever supplies in it, and that way it's easy to just carry off the ship.
Yeah.
The backpack off.
It'll pack fairly flat in your suitcase, so it won't take up much luggage room.
And then, we can just give all the backpacks to Johan, and he can take them back to the church and, give them out, depending on the age of the kids and what's needed and things like that.
Crazy Cat Traveler says, pretty sure mouth to mouth is not how you save a choking victim. No, if I get an oyster stuck in there, I just want him to put his mouth on mine and suck the oyster out. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. I'm just a young kid. Thank you, Bill Leach. I appreciate that. So that'll be, I'll tell you what, everyone is so fantastic. When we mentioned that we're going to be collecting stuff for the kids for Johan and Real Deal Roatan Tours, I mean, everyone, the gates open.
I know there's some people that aren't going on that tour that offer to bring things. They want to bring things. So I've told anyone that wants to bring anything that's not on the tour to contact me, and I'll make arrangements to get it from them and take it off the ship.
Yes. And Tess says, have him bring an extra bag because I think people will bring in gifts. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll do it. We'll deal with what we have to deal with. That's extremely nice, guys.
We are all, I did decide to bring one. Usually we bring a couple larger suitcases, and then we bring a couple of the carry-ons, the rolly type carry-ons.
Yes.
For the 4 of us. But this time I decided, we're each going to bring our own larger luggage.
Good call.
And not have really the carry-ons and stuff so much.
That's a good call. Hey, and before I forget, one thing I want to mention here before we, I know it's getting a little bit late, but we'll be on a little bit longer. But we have been invited by some friends of ours. When we were on the NCL Prima, we met a lovely, lovely couple, Julie and Brian Kearns.
Oh my gosh.
They have a channel called How We Cruise, right? Vloggers. We hung out with them a bunch on the Prima, and they asked us if we would join them on their Sunday night live show. So next Sunday night, just make a note, pencil it in, something like that. Go to their channel, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when it happens. But next Sunday night, we're going to join them on a live stream, and we'll be there talking a little bit about the Vlogger Cruise, about cruising and all that kind of stuff. Maybe cruising with families because they have a family of 5 they cruise with. So we'll be joining them. So we appreciate that. Brian, Julie, thanks for inviting us. How We Cruise next Sunday night on their live stream. Come check us out there. We don't do it often. We don't get invited often, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe we're a little quiet. We keep to ourselves, but
I think
it was very nice that they invited us, and we're gonna hang out, have a good time.
Yeah. Well, it's just
maybe have a bourbon.
It's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's hard just doing our own show with our lives. We just get busy, and it's just hard to find time to do things. But
there you go.
But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be fantastic.
I'll look at Daniel feels, but if you dance with Matthew on the deck of Spice H2O, pin an envelope of cash to his shirt like at a wedding.
Perfect. There you go. That's great. That's a
oh
great
my
answer.
God, he would be so embarrassed.
Yes, unmarked bills. Unmarked bills would be great, please. Let's see. Adventure seems to getting replaced with Voyager and Galveston. Adventure wasn't in Galveston very long, said True Texan Girl. Yeah. Hey, there are always dancing ships around. It just happens. Staffing, bookings, all that kind of stuff. You never know.
There'll be some more moving around here soon.
Let's see. Big G and Shuggle said, James, once Pizza King is 18, you're free. James and Shaza can sell up and cruise their life away.
Oh, we wish. No, he's still planning.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He still wants to cruise all the time.
Plan cruises now around his college schedule. So
there you go.
Like he has no plans to give up cruising.
No, he loves cruising.
He loves to cruise.
He likes cruising with mommy and daddy.
Wow.
And he has a good time with it. Not to mention, hey, listen,
free.
hey, we might be free to go, but unfortunately, poor Callie, she's stuck with us now. She'll be cruising for the next couple of years with us the whole time. So she'll be sliding right into the place, and she'll be hanging out and partying with us.
We'll still cruise as a family, although there may be some times where just the two of us might cruise too.
There you go. Kathy, Don, Julie Amos both said they've got their school supplies packed already. You girls are lovely. Susan White's birthday is Friday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Susan.
You can always bring a little cash for Real Deal as well. Kelly Ronaldo, that's very nice. Some people have inquired, and yes, you can go to the website for Real Deal Roatan Tours if you want to donate. You can watch videos of what those guys do for the community. It's no BS. He's Christian. He's a pastor in the area. They give back to the community tenfold as far as working with kids, providing school education for kids, gifts for the holidays. They got gifts for 80 plus kids, I think it was. Am I right there?
Yeah, I posted the video.
There's a video in the Cruise Crew. By the way, if you're not part of it, go to Facebook, sharonatsea Cruise Crew. Join us there so you can interact, mingle, ask questions, get involved, stuff like that.
Yeah, but he does take cash as like donations too if you don't want to bring school supplies. And they use that for like uniforms because the kids also need uniforms.
Yes.
And, it's a struggle for them to get uniforms.
Sure.
So
it is. It can be challenging. It can be challenging. Bill Staten, what's going on? He said, I used to keep a container of dirt on my desk at work, and I would tell people, you see that? I'm older than that. Oh, my God. Bill, by the way, I love the flamingo shirt with the flamingo tie. It's a great combo. Don't ever not be you, because that's exactly what we love about you. All these January birthdays means our parents were doing the nasty on spring break. That could be it, Kevin. You're right about that. Let's see. Tess says, I'll just give Johan cash because last time we bought supplies, I left him on the ship.
Oh, no.
Brian from Howie Crew says, you guys are the best. Well, thank you, Brian. No, you're the best, Brian, as a matter of fact.
Look forward to next Sunday night.
Yes, and we'll see you guys on the Blogger Cruise, too. That is going to be fabulous. Let's see. Julie and Brian are on our May celebration cruise, said Daniel Fields. There you go. Hey, by the way, Daniel, they do enjoy... Well, they will step into the casino on occasion, and the craps table is where you're going to want to drag them over to. And don't tell them I told you that. So it's next week, Monday, Martini, Jamie, birthday live stream. Are we going to be seeing some Jam and Jimmy? Haha. I don't know because I do have to work on Tuesday, unfortunately, because I got to work the first part of the week in order to have the second part off work. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We might have to start early, though. Maybe we should start earlier so we can, have a cocktail and celebrate my birthday. You can bring out all the presents you got me if you want to, and I can open them live.
I'm taking you on a cruise for your present. For your birthday. I'm taking you on the Vlogger cruise for your birthday.
That is not a present, Sharon. That is not a present. You are not taking me on the cruise. Sharon, will you take me on a cruise, please? Thank you. Wendy Johnson said, how we cruise. Okay, awesome. Yes, go over there right now. If you haven't done it yet, run over there. And by the way, I hope that they're serving pork roll. It's kind of funny. Those guys are from Jersey, all right? Not from Jersey originally. So there was definitely a vibe, a connection. And so one of the first things we talked about was pork roll. And if you don't know what pork roll is, you're missing out. That's all I can tell you. But then also... Brian put a picture up at a place called Hot Dog Johnny's, which is a little hot dog stand along a river there, and I forget the city that it's in, but it's someplace that I used to go to as a kid with my dad all the time when we were going to visit my grandmother. It was like the highlight of where we'd stop on the trip from where we lived to the Poconos. That's where we were driving to
Kimbo's
in Pennsylvania.
Taylor's Ham,
Yep, Taylor Ham, And so he put up this thing that him and his family were at Hot Dog Johnny's, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's still there! I can't believe it." So there's just a wild Jersey connection.
Phil said pizza on NCL isn't special. Just get other food. Yeah, it's not like pizza on some of the other cruise ships, but hey, it's okay. Matthew ate it, and he was like,
"There you go."
I think he ate it for the 6th or something, but
Kelly B said, just subbed to How We Cruise. Looking forward to the collaboration. Outstanding. Karen Griswold, great question. What are Matthew's college plans? ASU question mark?
That's one of.
That's the potential.
He's right now, unless anything else changes, he has it narrowed down to ASU or GCU, which is Grand Canyon University. So,
yes.
So those are the two he's looking at right now. And you never know, something else can come into the mix, but those are the two. And he's got a good scholarship for both those. So
there you go.
So it'll probably be one of those.
Colin and Kyle say, can I send you a birthday card for your birthday? Yes, you can. I don't know if we ever, we used to run with a P.O. box, but we've never been a channel that invites a lot of stuff to be sent. It's just not necessary. We don't need people to go out of their way for us that much. And so it's just not part of our deal. I know other channels do it, and that's all good. We don't have any problem with that, but it's not in our wheelhouse. But but yeah, you can send me a card, but you might have to send me a message so I can give you the address, because I don't know that we have an address out there anymore on the website. I think it just says if you want to contact us, let us know. Let's see. Brad Beard said, I'm getting ready to pay my deposit on a Viking Great Lakes cruise to Toronto to Milwaukee. Have you heard anything good or bad, or have you been?
No, we haven't.
Not a Great Lakes cruise, but we had some family that took a Viking. Didn't those guys?
Not the Great Lakes.
I know it wasn't a Great Lakes, but a Viking. It wasn't like a. It was more like a low key type of Viking type of cruise, wasn't it?
Well, that was over in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But was it like a river cruise?
Yeah, it was a river cruise.
Okay, so river cruise. So Viking is one of the best cruise lines to go, and it should be very luxurious and a great time.
Yeah.
So Toronto to Milwaukee, I haven't heard much about that or that route.
I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful, and
yes.
I mean, I think I'll have an awesome time.
Yes. Let's see. Arnold Kump is in the house. What is going on, Arnold? Nice to see you. Love it. We can't wait to see you and Dana on the cruise. Oceans is really good. Not for pizza, but the wings and shepherd's pie are great. Yes, if you want late night food. As a matter of fact, if you're looking,
I love Oceans. Every night I love going there late night and having something before.
If you're on the vlogger cruise, and whether you're solo or you're there, or one of you is asleep and the other one wants to get out, or you both are looking for something to do late night, go to Oceans. That is going to be the hot spot. All the late night partying, all the late night good times will be hanging out there. Many people I know will be hanging out there. You might find Sharon and I there a couple of nights as well if we don't have an early event or something to do the next morning.
I like to go and get late night carrot cake there. They have really good carrot cake.
That's right. Cruising for food. Yes, I do still have the guitar, as a matter of fact. I do still have my guitar. I don't play a lot, but I still have them. Maybe one day, maybe Wanda, I'll bust it out just for old time's sake, so we'll see what happens. Bill Staten said, thanks, Jamie. Lots of flamingo shirt pictures coming. I hope so, and I hope I see a lot of them. Daniel Field says, we have some of Sharon's jam. Sharon, will you be selling your jam?
No, I'm not selling
you're not. It's still just going to be a special giveaway.
But I did tell a few people that I might bring some on our Alaska cruise.
Oh.
Our Alaska group cruise.
Maybe you can have a giveaway, a jam giveaway.
So, we'll see. Maybe I'll bring some for everyone. We'll see how ambitious I am.
Let's see. Lindy Lou was born in New Jersey. See, there you go. Let's see. Pam asked, said Jamie, her present would be more private. Haha, that's right. Let's see. Tesselman said, I'll be critiquing those fish and chips and shepherd's pie, but from what I've seen, it looks great. Yes, it is. It's good stuff. It's good late night food. I'll eat the wings. I mean, there was a group of us on the breakaway last time. We sat down and we're like, we need like 8 orders of a half dozen wings, please. And boom, they run them right out. Yeah. It's fabulous. I hope they have enough wings for us. I think that's one thing. So here's a funny story. And maybe we'll end the night on this story. There is another group, a Facebook group, just for that January 29th cruise. It's not the vlogger Facebook group. It's just for anybody. And there are a number of people that are on the vlogger cruise that are also in that group. And there's a lot of people that are not on the vlogger cruise. And they have a lot of concerns about the vloggers going on there and taking over. Many people are trying to put them at ease, saying, no, it's not going to be any different than any of the cruise. The same amount of people are going to be on the ship. And we're not doing anything event-wise that I feel like is going to interfere with something that someone else is trying to do. Is that a pretty fair statement?
Yeah.
Like, remember we were on the Prima, and all of a sudden during sail away, they're like, oh, this section is for a certain group or something.
Well.
And we had to get up and leave. Like, we're not doing anything like that.
Well, we will have some areas that are closed for us, but...
Yeah, but it's not an area that would have been used for another public event that's going to be taken away from someone else, right?
Not really. No, not like that.
So anyway, so it's just kind of funny being in that group and watching all the comments. And people are talking about this vlogger cruise, and there's a lot of speculation of what's going on. But all the real details will come out here soon enough. And it's just kind of funny going into that group and watching them be concerned about us. And I'm like, don't worry about us. We're harmless. We just might, clear out the bar a little bit early. That's okay. That's okay. Buttsville, New Jersey. That's what it is. Buttsville, New Jersey. How can I forget Buttsville? Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Let's see. Wanda said, I'm from New Jersey, too. Well, you're from New Jersey? I don't even believe it. I need to see a birth certificate or something. I don't believe that at all. All right, let's see. Let's try to wrap things up here. Daniel Phil says, I wish the Great Lakes cruises were better priced with casinos. We would totally do it. Listen, by better price, Daniel, do you mean totally comped? Is that what you're trying to say? Milwaukee, the home of Miller Beer. I can't wait to hang out at O'Shea's again. Say cruising for food. Yes, it'll be fantastic. I do know this. There will be a number of people that we're hanging out with that'll probably be topless in O'Shea's. I don't control it. I don't encourage it. It's just something that happens. Why is potential spam calling you right now, Sharon? You're so rude. You're so rude. But yes, that may happen at O'Shea's late at night. Maybe some singing and stuff like that. We all end up at O'Shea's. You're right. Wanda's hungry now. I hope we can do a group cruise with y'all in 2024. Wendy Johnstone, I hope so too. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. All right, Sharon, have we covered all the bases tonight?
I think
Did we talk about everything we want to? Hold on, let me check. Let me check my list.
List.
Yes. We did that. We didn't talk about, cruise stock prices are up. That's good news. We didn't really talk about that, but we'll cover that next time. We'll cover this stuff in detail a little bit more.
They might be down next week. Who knows?
We'll talk about how we're going to have 585 people at Paradise Beach at one time. Yeah. And I have something I want to try to do. I want to get everyone in the pool at one time. And then I want to put the drone up over the pool and take a video and pictures of it. 585 people in the pool at once. That will be off the chisel. It'll be very comfortable. It'll be very comfortable. I don't know. You'll be nuzzled up to someone that you. It's a quick way to make a lot of friends. I think that's the deal. Topless daddies. Yes, Tess. Well, topless daddy. I don't think there'll really be a lot of topless mommies. Mostly daddies. Yeah. Lots of topless dad bods. I should say that. I
know people will be trying to get off the ship pretty quick that day, probably, to get over there because they're going to want to get.
Hold on. Tess was talking about topless people at the.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that.
She was talking about topless at O'Shea's. You're talking about.
I'm not talking. Well, because that's what we're talking about.
Yes. Brian from Howard Crew said New Jersey's taking over the chat. Let's see. Yes, Paradise Beach will be amazing. There's a lot of other people that aren't going to be there, and they're going to other places. They'll have fun, but they're gonna have FOMO. They should have FOMO, fear of missing out, because it's going to be an amazing time. That's wild. Michelle M, thank you. I think it'll be a great idea. Yes, be Staten, very intimate. You'll feel parts of other people that you never knew existed. It'll be warm, all those beer drinkers. Yes, Tess. No, the pool's heated, so you won't even notice. Good night, Cruise Nuts. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Let's see. Naughty Cruiser Travel Vlog says, I want to bring my drone, but NCL with their policy. Yeah, that's you're gonna have to work through that. Yeah. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, you gotta take your chances.
I'm just gonna leave it right here. Yes, yeah. Just don't bring anything on that's like this big. Nautical Nurse Nancy in the house. Nancy, how was the get together with the girls? Did you party like a rock star? I hope you did. I hope you had a blast. I learned that I won't be on the vlogger cruise. Oh, Richard Zollner, we're sorry about that. No FOMO for me, said Laurel Gurley. Maybe not. Maybe you never know. MSC took my drone on the last cruise. Just glad I got it back, said the Naughty Cruiser Travel Vlog. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you gotta be stealth. You just gotta be stealth.
So far, we've been lucky. We've taken it on every cruise, and we haven't got it confiscated.
You never know. Lots of wine and laughter. Glad you had a good time. Nancy, Leanne, thank you, ladies, for all you've done for us. 2022 was an amazing year. 2023 is going to be even better. You guys have the girls cruise coming up in April. That'll be fantastic.
And a lot of soon as the vlogger cruise is over, when we get back, the focus is going to be on that girls cruise, and we're going to start putting all kinds of plans together.
That's right.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean it is being co-hosted by Nancy and Sharon, obviously, but Leanne is going to be there. Yeah. She will be controlling. I think she's in charge of alcohol consumption and gambling, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what responsibility she's going to take over, but I'm sure she'll be very helpful. Let's Let's see. Holly Johnson says, no FOMO here. I work in a bar. I need a break from that atmosphere. All right. Well, listen, I mean, there's going to be a lot of bar activity, but there'll be a lot of fun and interactive time as well. So it'll be fantastic. It'll be fantastic. All right, guys. So it's been a great, great night. Sharon, great job. I love you. Okay. You were awesome. You were just awesome tonight. Oh my You were just fabulous. You were fabulous. All right, guys. Hold on. I can't leave without finishing my drink.
Yeah, you better finish. Oh. I saw something earlier, and someone said something about you should have Matthew pop his head in or something. I saw a comment that scrolled through like towards the beginning, but actually Matthew's been at work. But I think he just came in.
He has been. Matthew!
Probably won't come in here though.
Matthew! Hey, come here real quick. Just pop your head in here. 1 sec.
Someone just wants to see you.
Yeah, they just want to see you. They just want to see what you look like because they need a before and an after from when you turn 18. So just come on in here real quick. All right, we're embarrassing him a little bit, but he'll be good. Callie, you want to pop your head in and say hi? Oh my God, look, guys, special treat. Look at this right here. Here you go. Come on over here. Come on there.
Fresh from work.
Look, everybody. Up there's Callie. Say hi, Callie. And Matthew's there. Hold on. I don't know if anybody's still in the commenting in the chat. Oh, look at the kids. That's right. Matthew, people said bring an extra bag. They're going to get you a lot of birthday presents. So bring some extra luggage.
Oh my God.
He's like, okay. Okay, that's cool. All right, good stuff. Callie just got back today. She was in Flagstaff for the weekend having a party in the snow. These kids have been living the life. I'll tell you what. They're having a good time. Matthew's entering a whole new world. He sure is. He's entering a world of 18 and over on the cruise. I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah.
So I told him I'm going to send him to Tessa's the singles get together. See if he comes out of there a man.
Oh my gosh.
No. There you go, Wendy. Leanne says she loves you guys. And Nancy says, hi, Matthew, hi, Kylie. All right. You guys have a great night. We love you. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you again next Monday for the pre-blogger live stream, the Jimmy birthday special live stream.
Yeah.
Any other specials going on next Monday? I missed. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, cool. So remember, Sunday, join us, How We Cruise with Brian and Julie. Check us out there. Go subscribe now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when they go live. And guys, until next time, from all of us here at Sharon Travel, me, Sharon, Lucy, Boswell, the kids, you just saw them tonight, and from Leanne, Nancy, and everyone here at the Cruise Crew.
Happy cruising and good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Have a great night. We love you. Peace out. Be safe. See you on the breakaway.